Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Saba with Life with Plants and I welcome you all to my another video. Okay, so if you have seen my last video, in my last video I talked about the 25 plants which I have killed. So I decided that the next video should be, it is too much like kind of depressing video, like I have killed 25 plants. So I decided to do something very on the positive side. So I decided to do another video about top 10 houseplants, which are most easiest to grow, great plants for beginners. So I am here with my top 10 plants, like list of top 10 plants, which according to my experience, I'm talking about my experience, probably these plants are not easier for you guys, but what I found these plants are very easy plants as per my experience, because being a new plant mom, I am not that good. So, I'm sorry, yeah, but I number them randomly. There's no science behind it, there's no logic behind it. I just picked up the plants and yeah, so it's top 10, but it's not numbered according to their performance for me or for anyone. Yeah, I think that's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so the very first plant, it is, well, I have it in front of me. This is Hoya. This is Hoya carnosa, regular one. So it's I find any kind of Hoyas are very easy to care. Luckily, I haven't killed any Hoya in my care. So it's very easy, very hardy plants. Hoya carnosa is quite kind of really slower grower. You just need to pay close attention to when to water, because these are kind of succulent plants, thicker leaf. They don't like a whole lot of water because they retain moisture in their leaves, so and even their stems are thicker. You can see that. Yeah, so I water them when this one is completely dry. I do check with moisture meter. So I do have moisture meter because I was killing a lot of plants with overwatering, so I did purchase one water meter. If you are having a trouble with your watering schedule, I suggest to get a moisture meter. So yeah, so I check with moisture meter and I water it when this one is completely dry, and it's loving me. It's almost a year old plant. It's been a year. This is in my care and thriving. As I say, it's a slower plant, but it was really tiny when I bought it. So there's a bunch of new leaves. You can tell that the newer leaves are less thicker than the older leaf. So yeah, a bunch of new growths, and there is also a growth point here. If I can show you, can you see? Yeah. So the very first one is Hoya. Again, it was in front of me, so I just picked up. And there's no why it's number one. There's no why. Okay. And the second one I have here is Jersina. This is lemon lime Jersina plant. Yeah, Jersina or Jerkina. Some people call it Jerkina. This one I neglect this one most of the time. don't water more often. I completely forget this because it's hanging in my kitchen ceiling. So yeah, whenever I remember, oh, I didn't water it, so I check this one. I didn't water it. I always saturate water. I always saturate the soil. It's grown a lot as well. It has two plants in there. If I can tell you, show you. Yeah, this is one plant, and this is another one. So this one I bought it from a grocery store. This is also a year-old plant. It's been grown a lot as well. I had no problem, no pests, no infestation, no dying leaf, nothing, no crispy edges. Yeah. So as per my experience, I feel Dracena is the easiest plant to grow for beginners. Doesn't need a whole lot of attention. I do fertilize this. I do fertilize my all plants. I do fertilize my Hoya as well. Okay, and the next plant, croton, something like that. I found this easiest plant to grow. I have no issues with them. Never ever have a dead leaf. Never ever have any problem with this. It's just growing. I bought this one. It had two plants in one pot. It's about 8 months in my care. So I separate them. I have two plants. Yeah. So they are a thirsty plant. It is. They need a lot of water. I do water them twice a week. Nowadays it's really hot in here. Cambridge, Ontario, it's really hot, so I do water sometimes 3 times a week because the pot, I believe it's in a smaller pot. Yeah, so I do water them at least twice a week. In summertime, winter, once a week is fine. Because and this one also, it's like a PCD plant which tells you when they are thirsty. So the leaves get completely droopy. If you don't water it for a really long time, you will think, oh, it's died. That's happened to me one time. So this one was completely droopy, kind of. Then I water it and it bounced back. Yeah. So very easy. But there's like a lot of sun. If you put them out in a full sun, the color, you can see it's full green, but they will turn into very vibrant color. It could be red and yellow. Yeah, really vibrant color. It's in-house in my apartment. I don't have tons of sun and south-facing window, so I don't get a lot of sun. But I can say I'm proud that I haven't killed it. Yeah. So this plant will tell you when it needs water if you miss water for a long time. But really thirsty plant need to water all the time. I do fertilize this one. Well, I never had a problem with Dracena, even though I forget to water them for a longer time. They never tell me. Hoyas, the leaves get crinkly. You can check. Oops. Here, the leaves get crinkly at the back. I don't wait till that stage to water. I just water when I feel the soil is dry. If you don't have a moisture meter, use your finger. Dig into your soil up to 2 inches. If the 2 inches topsoil is dry, water your plants. Okay, and the next plant is snake plant, Sansevieria. Really harder plants. This poor plant has not tons of requirements. You can put him in a dark spot, it's gonna grow. So if you forget to water them for a really longer time, they're gonna grow. Kind of slow grower, but in my care I feel that it's not that slow. Why? Because I do have bird nest snake plant, and it grew a lot in my care. Yeah, I do fertilize it. You don't need to if you don't want to. People say that, but I do fertilize my all plants, and I do water them whenever I water my rest of the plants. You can never go wrong with this plant. Sansevieria, snake plant, mother-in-law tongue, several names. So it doesn't matter any kind of snake plant. This one or cylindrica or one different Sansevieria, cylindrica, yeah, starfish, samurai, yeah, Philodendron. It's really easy to grow plant once you know what's the basic requirement of this plant. Is very easy to grow. The basic requirement is don't water me when I'm not thirsty. Yeah. So I did kill one plant in my initial when I was a new plant mommy. So I did kill one, then I realized this plant doesn't like a lot of water. They want their soil to be dry between watering. So I always check the soil to be completely dry. Or if they need water, they'll tell you the leaves will be droopy, really droopy, that you feel, oh, my plant has died. But no, you just need to water them and they'll bounce back. Yeah, it's been, I don't know, 6 months in my care, but it's grown a lot. It's trailing. I'm loving it. I haven't did any propagation from this plant. No, I haven't did any propagation from this plant. Money plant. Yeah, they like to be dry between watering. Don't water if the soil is moist. Let the soil to be completely dry, and then water it. This plant also will tell you when they need water. Sometimes I forget to water my hanging plants. I do have a neon pothos, to be watered because it's hanging in a corner. So I believe it's 8-inch pot. It's a huge pot. I don't water it most often. Sometimes I forget to water. It tells me. I can check by looking at it. I can tell. Oh yeah, the leaves are completely droopy. It needs to be watered. So don't water when the soil is moist. Again, if you don't have a much measure, use your finger to check the soil. Like this one, I did water a couple days ago, so I can feel the soil. The soil at the top half-inch layer is dry, and the bottom it's moist. So I'm not gonna touch it. I'm not gonna water it until the soil is completely dry, at least a couple inches, top couple inches. So what I do, I put a mark on my moisture meter for like around 3 inches. So that's my measurement when I do check my plants if they need water or not. So I check the top 3 inches. Yeah, so this is another very hardy plant, easy to grow, hard to kill, very easy to propagate. Just take a clipping where the area root is or node is, then you can just clip it and put it in the water. It will grow roots in a week. In winter, yeah, of course, couple of weeks. Okay, so this one was my six plants. Top 6. So I am gonna jump on to my other plants. Okay, the 7th is Tridescantia. This is Zabrina. Very beautiful plant, very hardy plant, and very easy to grow. I bought this a couple of days ago from a grocery store, and a couple of days ago I bought it from a grocery store, and I found it and I couldn't resist to buy this because I do have some other Tradescantia, but I don't have this one. It's very, well, most of the Tradescantia is easy to grow. Yeah, doesn't need ton of attention. So this one, you can never go wrong with this one either, because easy to grow, easy to propagate. I do water it when the soil is dry. I did water it last night because it was very dry. The other way how I can check if my plants need the water, I lift the plant and the weight can tell you. If it's lighter, it needs water. Then water it. Yeah, yesterday evening actually I was checking some of my plants and I'm like, okay, let's check this. It's been 2 weeks. It's in my house. I haven't watered it, so I waited. I felt like it needed water, then I water it. It's heavy right now. Yeah. So very easy to propagate. Let me tell you one thing. When I bring this plant home, when I open it, it was wrapped in the plastic. When I open it, there was one stem just fell off. It had no node, nothing for me to put in the water, and it had no gap between the very last leaf. So what I did, I do have a propagation box which is sphagnum moss. It's very popular nowadays, so I just throw that cutting or that clipping, whatever fell off from here, throw it in there, and I'm like, okay, let's see what's gonna happen. Either it's gonna die or either it's gonna root. I had only 10% expectation that it's gonna root, because it didn't have like the ending stem where it's gonna root it. I'm gonna show you. Let me get that.
See how it's rooted? So many roots. It grown so many roots. So that's what I was talking about. It had no end stem. It just broke off there, and now it has tons of roots grown in 2 weeks. And I'm still keeping it in my propagation box. I can put it in the soil. It's gonna grow from there because the roots are well established. Putting any plant to a soil after propagation, it should have a root inch or 2 inch long, and I believe these roots are ready to be put in the soil. But I'm not gonna put it in the soil yet. I'm gonna keep it in my propagation box for some more time to get the root to be grown a little bit longer. And just look at the foliage. It is silvery, shimmery. Oh, I just love it. I just love it. Yeah. Well, so very easy to propagate.
So Tradescantia sagrada, very, very, very hardy plant. And everyone talk about this plant. It is this beautiful plant. I just love this plant. The foliage, very glossy looking leaves, very hardy, healthy, and look at the stems. Just, can you see the stem? Oh my god! And there's a new growth point. Can you see this? There's a new growth point. And there's another one. Oh my god! How can I show you guys? There's another one. This one. And there's another one here. Oh my god! I'm not gonna. Okay, I'm just gonna move it back and forth so you can see. So this is another growth point. Can you see this? Yeah, this one. This is another growth point. A lot of growth point. Yeah. So ZZ plant is very, very easy to grow. Hard to kill. You can only kill it if you overwater it. You can grow ZZ plant in a dark corner or in a dark room. It doesn't need a lot of light. doesn't need a whole lot of water either. Yeah, doesn't need a whole lot of water either. You can see the stems are really thicker, so it contains water. The leaves are succulent type. It's thicker leaf, so they retain water in there. And their root system, it's like a bulb or a tuber. If you haven't seen a root system for a ZZ, you can Google it. It's look like small potatoes, and those small potatoes, it's kind of tuber. It's full of water, so it doesn't need a whole lot of water. You can get away without watering this plant. This is so easy to grow. It's a medium grower plant, I would say, not a fast grower. Does need a fertilization. I do fertilize my ZZs. Well, you can easily propagate them with a leaf cutting, stem cutting. Yeah, just put them in the water or soil. They will develop roots. Take a longer time to get propagate, but yeah, after Sansevieria, if you miss watering this, it's not gonna care about it. But it doesn't mean that you're never gonna water it. It does need water, maybe once a month, because when you water this plant, it retains the water in those tuber or bulb or whatever it is called. Okay. All right. Plant number 9. Very easy plant. Some people say that it's very tricky plant, hard to grow. But since I got it from Lowe's. Not Lowe's, from Rona for $17. It's been got a lot. I did propagate by a division propagation method, and I gave one of my plants to my superintendent. She came to my apartment one time. She said, "Oh, I love plants. Oh, whenever you have extra plants, you can give it to me." Like, okay, you can take this one because I'm done with propagation. It's well established plant now. So I gave that one to her. Very easy plant. You can get away missing water then. All the Aglaonema. I have only this variety. I'm getting some more. I'm just waiting for next Saturday. So excited to pick those up. Yeah. So if you can put them in a bright sunlight, the new foliage will have more variegation with the vibrant pinkish green, vibrant pinkish red color. But this is in a very dark corner. It still has some of the variegation. I'm so happy about it, and it's still growing. I do fertilize it whenever I fertilize my other plant. Not a lot of water requirements. I let him dry to a completely dry point, and then water it. Or whenever I realize, oh, I haven't watered this plant for a very long time, then I just water. I don't use moisture meter for this plant, and you will surprised that this plant has no hole, so I haven't killed it. So it's the good news for me with having no drainage. Very easy to grow. Yeah, you can never go wrong with this plant either. The common name is Chinese evergreen, also known as Aglaonema. Don't know the specific name of this specific variety. Yeah, each variety has their own name, like Silver Bay. Silver Bay? Yeah, Silver Bay. That's also Chinese evergreen Aglaonema Silver Bay. But this one, I don't know the exact name, but yeah, I love to have him in my collection, in my cure, even though I don't care about him much, but it's doing great actually. Okay, so the last plant, last but not the least, in our plant society. So last plant on the list is number 10 is my syngonium. Oh my god, look at this beauty, this giant humongous syngonium, and he's trusty all the time. He is. Oh my god. Oh my god, I just love him. I just love him so much. I just love when they look fuller and bigger, and oh my god, I just love when the pots are fuller like this. Okay, so let's talk about this syngonium. I did struggle with syngonium. It's like moisture, some people said that, but I'll let the soil dry, not completely dry, like too dry. I like to get the top inch layer to be dry, and then I water it. As you've seen, it's a big beast, so it's thirsty all the time. So I do water it more often. Just like moisture, as I said, like humidity, keep the humidity level to the ideal humidity level, which is the most plants like 50% of humidity. Yeah, if you keep it to 50%, if you manage to keep it to 50%, you're gonna love it. I don't know about him, because I am not giving him so much love, because I feel like if I give any plant so much love, I kill that plant. So I do water him more often, because it's thirsty all the time, but doesn't like to be overwatered. Roots get rot very easily. Bright indirect sunlight, and even medium sunlight, because it's as I said, since I get him, he's moving around. He doesn't have a permanent spot. Yeah, this one was my last plant on my top 10 easy to care houseplant list for beginners. And yeah, so that's all for my today's video. I hope you enjoyed my today's video. If you have already subscribed my channel, I would thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. And if you haven't subscribed my channel, then go ahead, hit the subscribe button along the bell icon, so you can get the notification of my each and every new video. If you like my today's video, give it a thumbs up, or comment below what you want to see in my next video, and what you like the most part, and which is the most easiest plant for you. Yeah, comment below and let me know what are the most easiest plant for you to care for, so I can know about your collection and your plants which you find more easy to have in your collection. So yeah, that's it. So I'll see you in my next video. So don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share with your friends and whoever thinking to get some plants in their possession as a beginner. So share this with them. It will help them. I do assure you guys. Okay, so that's all for today. We'll see you in my next video. Till then, take very good care of yourself. Bye for now.